Hey YouTube, I got a whole 4 subscribers. Wow, it's been a while. Figured I'd do my side box so you can see my Snap-on 7 drawer is missing. Start a new job and I gotta bring my side box in. So I figured I'd get to that real quick. Now we did everything else. The bottom drawer, my 7 drawer, that's just air tools and whatnot, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright. Chisels. A little bit disorganized. Those don't belong there. Chisels, center punches. Cape chisel. 1/4-inch extensions, brass punches. Here's an interesting little punch. I actually found this in an aircraft 100 years ago. This is a Falcom, I believe. It's basically the English version of SK. Thought that was neat. 1/4-inch 2 apex bit. Craftsman friggin' adapters. I like these because you got the little knurl. Sometimes you can't get a ratchet in there and you can... this is a 1/2-inch adapter. It comes off here, but I can't do it with one hand because it's the pin type. You got to get a tool and poke it in there. But I'll go put this on a breaker bar. This is a Snap-on. Put this on a breaker bar. You can go reverse or forward by pushing this little who's it in. And it's on a stud. Removal kit, which I believe is a KD. Yep, it's KD. So obviously I was doing some work with studs. And this little KD kit, KD is a decent tool. It's part of Gear Wrench now, I believe, or it is Gear Wrench, and it stands for King Dick. In England, the older ones actually say King Dick. This is an Allen set, and these things go in here. And you can use regular apex bits, but it doesn't hold them as well. Cheap little kit, old kit. Really good deal. What's missing out of here is my ohm meter and my 1/4-inch set, because that's with the big box. And in here, open end SK wrench set, plug wrench set. The square plugs, instead of friggin' using a pair of vice grips or an open end and mauling them all up, especially if they're brass, buy one of these. Starter wrench set. My old man gave me this when I was about 14 or 15 when I first started turning wrenches. And I've had it ever since. Just Taiwan, no name brand. Tough little wrench though, so I've kept them. Offset open ends. These were purchased, I think, at like Napa. Alright, over here I got my crow's feet. Obviously those are B-nut crow's feet. And Craftsman set of opens. These go up to 1 inch. These go up to 7/8 or 3/4. 7/8. This set is Duralast. Bought this at Napa. This was at the same time when, a few years before SK actually closed down, they were farming out a lot of work, and this was actually made at the SK foundry. So it's the same quality, and then if Napa still has them, they're under guaranteed lifetime warranty. Alright, this drawer, I think you've seen that before. Torque screwdriver. It's a 1/4-inch drive. I got some apex bit holders, couple useful apex bits. Alright. Cheapo rivet setter. This is for Joe bolts and riv nuts with the dies. I've seen these at Harbor Freight. I don't know the quality of them. I don't even know if this one came from Harbor Freight. But this is a decent one. I've had this one for about 6 or 8 years. Never had a problem with it. Neat little tool here. This doesn't belong here. This is for sheet metal work. It's a nibbler, a little hand nibbler. That little who's it goes up and down, cuts off little pieces of sheet metal. It's good for doing radiuses and whatnot. Allen pocket. I don't know what you call these. I call them the pocket tool. They're handy, but they have their limitations. This is a gun screwdriver. If you notice, it's hollow ground. Really, some screws you really want to use a hollow ground screwdriver in. Ratcheting tubing cutter, handy little tool. Cheap tool can be had for pretty cheap money. This is a mixed set of Mac, Snap-on, and Craftsman. Decent set, had that for years. And my electrical drawer. Let's see, we got our strippers, automatic strippers. These are, this is a Veeam pair of pin pliers. See how that works. For your cannon plugs. Oh God. Zip tie, automatic zip tie tool. You adjust this little wheel and it'll give you a torque on the zip tie and it will cut them off flush. It doesn't cut them off flush so much. That's why this is in here, because it's old. Cheapo pin tool. Alright, then these here. This is a pin tool. It's for crimping the actual pins on the wires. The tool itself is very expensive, but they got 105 different of these little, I think they're called cartridges, for different pins and whatnot. And if you're going to buy one, try to buy this part used through like the yard store or something like that, and then just get the one you need. And chances are, if there's other ones you need, they'll either have them at work or by that time you can buy them. These are Greenlee, I think. Yeah, these are Greenlee, I believe. Greenlee, we know what those are. We don't need that. That's a wheel that spins. We don't need to have a dissertation on that. All right, I got 2 sets of these. Actually, one of these, it's my buddy Rudy. He kind of quit a job I was working at and told me, yeah, hold on, I left my pliers, hold on to them for me. And yeah, I never saw the cat again. But these are crimpers for pins. Oh, these drill bits. Remember those from A&P school? They were kind of used for wood mostly, but these are really good for Lexan and like clear plastic material, plexiglass and whatnot. Won't burn out and score and make a nice cut. This tool is indispensable. I don't know the name of it, but basically this is a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch drive. Takes these big apex bits. You got a stuck screw. You hammer this end. It loosens them up for you, and it's handy for stuck screws. And you can even do bolts with it too. Cheapo easy outs. Left hand drill bits. Not a complete set. Broken some through the years. Irwin stud extractors. 90-degree jig for a drill. The bits are inside the handle. Deburrer, you should know what that is. Oh, geez, not this drawer. Tap and die set. And that one, this is a soldering iron. That's the whole kit. I try to keep kits together when I got to get out of there. All right. Got to load this on the truck, YouTube. All right. Well, to those 3 subscribers, thanks for hanging out with me. And for anybody else, I just want you to know, I don't do this for the likes. I don't do this for the shares. I do this for, well, some of the younger guys getting in. Maybe I can pass on some information, or maybe I can learn something. Or if not, we're just hanging out in And the Empire of friggin' dirt, as another YouTuber would say. He doesn't know the Empire of dirt. I got the Empire of filth. Sometimes I like to say Sanford and Sons. One of these days, guys. One of these days.